It's time, it's Touhou, you know what it is. Hello, Koishiko Meiji. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's go die to the early game a little bit before I go back to Sanyo, my beloved. Why am I a normal? There we go. Oops. I was like, wait, that bullet's going too slow. Good, love to see it. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Pause buffering strats. These fools ain't gonna hit him. I could pause my game in time, but I couldn't reach for my mic in time to mute it. Oh, I missed the 1B. That would have gotten me 2.0. There we go, nice and proper. Now let's see if Mickey wants to actually be nice. Oop, I'm not doing these lines right. Oh, gross. Just cat problems. Ugh. Sure, this time for sure. Hey, 2.0, let's go. Okay, this time we'll do the gap properly. Ooh, there, girl. Okay, you would never do me like that, right? I think that was a bad angle. Oh, what? Gosh. I mean, that second wave was on me. I put that second one at a bad angle. Okay, you know, that was kind of improper, but again, if it works, it works. Uh... Or this time for sure. Oh, what off again? Unbelievable. Okay, fourth tries the charm, surely. Nice downward movement, love it. Okay, just be nice. Holy crap, I didn't think it was possible. Hello, Kageyama. Okay, certified mid-boss moment, question mark? Nice. I actually did a good job timing it down. Neat. I don't like the awkward angles. For nons. Even if it's rarely an issue, it's still awkward. Get your butt over here. Thank you. Thank you for following me. I love that. I love that twice. Holy moly. What? Wait. I just didn't go. Come on. I just didn't go down with him. Nice leg. Why? Thank you, homing, for just giving up on the target. There we go. Nice 2.0 again. Okay, Mickey. Again. Okay, just be nice to me again. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it worked, but that was not pleasant in the least. Oh, God. Yeah, I shouldn't kill the two in the middle. Uh... Oh, one off again. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, 3 in a row, Mickey? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in a minute. Jetpack. Don't quit the. Why was that quit? Why? What? Out of a beach. Be like Mickey? What does that mean? Hold on, let me get the game open again. I'm not a cat, so I don't know how much I could be like me here. That reference? Ah, I understand. I understand the concept of what you're getting. I don't know the actual, like, direct reference, but... Okay, this time for sure, right? This time we get to Sonya before we die. Hey, 2.0 again, we're back. Oop. Sometimes you gotta do a little spinny. Okay, Mickey, you'd never bully me. I just have to remind myself on the nons to make sure I'm like doing it the right way. Because sometimes I just start like subconsciously doing it, and then I'll start doing it in the wrong way and start getting some sketchy ass dodges in the middle of it. And I just have to remind myself to just do it properly. Oop, speaking of things improperly, oh. Oh, come on. That final is something else. On one hand, it's better than Bumper Crop. On the other hand, it's worse. You know, it's not something you think about too much, but this stage has one of the biggest, like, changes from the start of the stage to the end of the stage. Visually, you don't think about it too often, but too often. Not very many stages have really much of a change from the front to the end. Whoa! I do not deserve to be alive. Me after drinking 4 Locos. Okay, you don't have. You can like go up. Actually, wait. It's clearly optimal. We get bad vertical movement when it matters the least. So then, when it matters the most, you don't get bad vertical movement. That's how it's gonna work. What is that angle? Did I do that? Why? What is wrong with you, Mickey? Just do something decent. Mickey the Cruel. Ooh, that was a ballsy move. 2-minute break. Watch the. Oh, no. Hell yeah! When I die on this run, I'm not gonna put it on stream, but I'll take a look at what it is. Hello, Buggo. I do need good luck. Not for Takane, not for Sanyo, but for Michael. For Mickey. This kid of great fortune is outfortuning me. Okay, once again, Mickey, I am asking. Like, what are you doing? That is this. She's gonna drive me insane. Okay, hold on. What is this? Video has an ad on it. Hmm. What is, what is that? It's beautiful. It's much more beautiful than this stupid cat. On the dot. What am I doing? It's weird how those are some of the very few enemies that actually start shooting before they even spawn in. Okay, make a take 10 or whatever. I intend to spend most of the day doing Sanyo practice, but at this point I'm too stubborn with Mickey right now, so like either she bends or I bend, and I'm not bending until she bends, so I'm too stubborn for it. Die. Thank you. Good grief. What a disgusting final. What a disgusting game. Eek! Those large dummies are 699 each. Oh, trust me, I've heard. I killed her. Oops. Problem is, I can't eat a large pizza. Like, I can't eat enough. Eat a whole large. Like, if I'm hungry, I could eat, like, close to a whole large. I can't get a whole large, yeah. Like, God, and let alone 2 of them, right? Like, Chicken Butt, what are your thoughts on Mickey Final? Okay, well, what good are you? Also, Mickey Final is the exact opposite of free. Some would say it's the least free attack. I love when she moves the opposite direction of me. By the power of homing. .0 power. For as brief as it'll last. Because Stage 3 exists. So enjoy it while you can. I could buy Lily White? I love this game just like sells you characters. You can buy Chirno, you can buy Lily White. It's like... This stage theme is so nice and peaceful. It's a real... And for the first part of the stage, it's great. It's just nice and peaceful and serene, and it doesn't fit the last half and how chaotic it is. That was like a little suboptimal. I love Sanyo Midna. Yep, that's why I love Sanyo Midna. Okay, now that I finally got past the Mickey curse, now I can actually just do my practice. Oh, damn it. Love verticality. One. Two. Tree. Too aggressive. One. Two. Three. Can't get past three. One. I just wish there was a more solid answer on this knot of, like, playing aggressive versus playing defensively. Three. Oh, that was terrible. I can't get past three. It's physically impossible. To the exact same thing. One. How did I not get around it? And also, why did she just keep going further away from me? The eternal Sanyo struggle. Three. I had the line in and I just, once again, played way too aggressive. Once again, died after three. One. pixel of health left. See, I'm not too upset with where I am here. It's just I'm just like a hair outside of the consistency I'd like to see. Okay, that was just disgusting. Like, I just gotta give that one to her. Like, you deserve it for what you did. Okay, I'm doing the same thing. I shouldn't have talked. I said one good thing, and then literally not a single good thing has happened since I said one positive thing. I do not deserve that one. I was picking a terrible line. One. Two. I love crisscrossing bullets. Demarcation, my beloved. Problem is, there's so many times where I just want to sidestep the bullets, but if you, oh, that's three. But if you dodge like that, then you just in a spot you're not ready for, and then you just have to suddenly make a bunch of just new reads. Four. Hello, Vicnut. I mean, look at the health bar. Right on the fifth one, too, you bastard. I just think I need to, when the stakes are slightly higher in this, just play more defensive. One. I hate you, Sonya. In all that you stand for. One. I like when you get through and then my fingers are just in the wrong spots. One. Two. Same thing. That's how it always happens. You play aggressive once, you'll run right into the combination. What? Hello, Light General. Three. Like she's handled. I'm being handled right now, and I don't like that. Like the Sonya see. Wow, what a line I picked for. It's like why? Every time I get late, I just run right into a bullet. Golly, gee, look at that. Could have done that one last time. Doesn't help that the attack gets denser as time goes on. Nice downward movement. It's unbelievable. He did 5. Holy moly. It's a miracle. It's a February miracle. Like, look at that. Like, you just walk into the bullet. What? Is there a Sanyo card in Lost Branch of Legend? Because there's a handful of 18 stuff in Lost Branch, but is there a Sanyo thing? Why are you not dead? Because she drifted too far to the right. One. It's like there's gotta be a trick to this attack. What? Pain and suffering. Is the embodiment of this attack. It'll be better than trying to beat her to the left. You know, just because it doesn't work out because of RNG. I mean, I still think we should try. I just walked into it again. The most tilting part. Second most tilting part of Touhou. Right after the boss just doesn't go your direction. Every time. Oops, second hour. That one was on me. That was a weird one. I think it's because she went left, but she barely, like, moved. Game glitcher. Glitcher, I just had a question, and I can't think of the answer off the top of my head. Is there a Sanyo card in Lost Branch of Legend? That was bad. Fine. I know if someone's gonna know, it's gonna be you. I don't think so, because I was just thinking, because, like, there's a lot of other Touhou 18 characters are in Lost Branch. But I was like, I can't think of a Sanyo thing. I know Mikkei, Takane, Misumaru, Megumu, and Kaimata are all in, right? And Momoyo and Tsukasa aren't. It's like, I don't know if there's a Sanyo thing. Because Branch is one of the handful of games that has, like, a lot of new characters. That, like, has a lot of, like, new things. Like, it involves a lot of new characters, which I like to see. I was like, I don't know if Sanyo's actually in it. What? I love movement. Is that two? This spell is just so unbelievably problematic. This is a spell I also wish I had, like, true homing for. Because it'd make me feel so much better playing just defensive like this. One. Could not find any. Shame. Maybe it's for the better with how much of a rat bastard she is. She'll deserve a card. Just look at this full... That's your mod right now. I can't believe it. That's your branch mod this very second. Bro, I'm gonna play your mod and then like be like, yeah, I don't know about like there's gonna be like one small thing in your mod, be like, yeah, I don't know how like good that is, and then you're like, it's over. I gotta retire from my mod. My mod's dog shit, dude. Gotta get rid of it. Mod me with different Sonic cards. You made them all neutral, right? So they're not class, they're not character related at all, right? Is that two? Three? Hello, Walrus. Why can't I this spell? Like, the only thing in this game that, like, compares to this spell is Jimbo. But this spell ain't Jimbo just because of when it appears. One. I could really use that safe spot, you know? So someone to be like, yo, here's the fucking Mistamaru spell one safe spot. That'd be really sick right about now. Dude. Ooh, 3? Will have more dodge at Star deck than Koishi. I mean, it definitely is. Like, if you want to like push it, you definitely could make worse starting deck than Koishi. That's gonna be worse. It's probably gonna be tricky to make it worse than Koishi, but probably some of that depends on how well Alice's mechanics play in Lost Branch, right? Like, that's an important thing. Problem is, it's just so... I just fucking wish homing was a real thing in modern Touhou. And this attack is gonna make me complain about that for eternity. 1. What? Why did the first bullet... I was like, oh, I'm gonna die to the second bullet for sure. I was very surprised the first bullet killed me. There's no other attack that causes me more pain. I feel like Marissa's worse. In terms of what? Starter deck? Marissa can have some problems, for sure. But her problems are definitely not necessarily starter deck related. His dog shit bait used to be believable. I'd say if I was gonna say anything, Marissa B has some struggles. If you don't start with upgrading her starting like basic card, this guy is pretty good. Yeah. Somebody said something I don't necessarily 100% agree with. Ban him. Must be rage bait. Like, Marissa B without an upgraded basic card does struggle a bit, but Marissa A? I mean, black can be difficult to spend. That's 100% true. Oops. Black card. I mean, the fact that it doesn't provide immediate value is always, like, the biggest downside of her kit, but... But starting with a potion generator is always decent. For swap color, it's definitely a lot more suspect. Faux show. This fight, not this fight. What am I saying about this fight? This spell is just so. Yeah, this is interesting now that I look at this. It starts not one. I just keep with spell 1 and pray of the someday. Some point, I just get a click. I want to look at something real quick. I know I was already doing this non, but I want to look at something. Even if you want to just store it the later way, it's a lot harder too. Unless you want to play real aggressive. Go do everything else before I go back and do the actual 2 problematic pieces of poop. What? Your turn? That's a Pokemon move. Unbelievable. Higher base power depending on the user's friendship level. But knowing you, it's probably gonna be like nothing. Ooh. I love being aggressively hostile for no reason sometimes. Eek! For hate speech. Yeah, but you typoed on hate speech, so L plus ratio. What? Why do you hate me? You know, let me look at something I can just go on this. The saddest part about this whole fight is because, like, at least, like, Misamaru is a problem. But at least with, like, Misamaru, she has, like, some spells that are just not a problem in the slightest. Like, Sanyo doesn't have a single attack that is not a problem at all. Like, she has no attack that's just, like, static enough where you're not worried about it. In fact, she's the only boss in the game that's like that. That is just, it just doesn't have the route. In fact, none of these attacks really have, like, her final is the only attack that has any semblance of a route. What was that, 3? This spell isn't that bad. No, it's not that bad, but it's not... The spell is still quite volatile. Is another thing about this spell. Like, you got, like, the spell's not too bad, broadly speaking, but you have to be on your toes. Sometimes spent with one. At least with, like, Misamaru non 1, Misamaru non 2, super consistent attacks. Route based, pick up your route, get a 80-90% cap rate on, pretty smooth. Too. Sanyo doesn't have anything besides maybe her final, but even then, the movement is as doo-doo but as you expect it to be. Was that 2 or 3? I'm gonna say that's 3. I mean, as much as this spell feels like it could be very consistent, I mean, just look around and just like forward. Just see how volatile it could be sometimes with, like, what if we just... Like, look at that one. Why, like, that one bullet going right to left at that upward angle? Way faster than everything else for no reason. Just random jank. Meanwhile, that attempt, super clear the entire time. Misdirect? I do misdirect the first wave. Cope. Well, I try to. I don't always do it, but... That's new. Because the lasers are aimed. So we try to bait the first laser a little bit to the left. But even the lasers are aimed, the bullets that shoot out of them are always going to be just super califragilistic. What the fuck? Like, look at that. Like, sometimes this spell is great. It's literally Nick A final. Sometimes it's not a remote threat at all. Sometimes it's just everything on. Most hated boss in the game? What do you mean new? This has been my most hated boss in the game for a while, since I started. I do like Sanyo as a whole. It's just she's very frustrating. 2. Mostly because of the first half, but like the second half has its frustrations as well. The second half is more consistent, but there's like all 3 attacks in the second half still have its volatility to them. Is that 2 or 3? Let's say it's 3 because I want it to be 3. Wow, like that one was so nice. Now, to be fair, some of it's on me. Like I'm not the best at misdirecting that first wave. I love you. Holy shit, dude. Like, what was that? He waits till I'm on the 5th attempt in order to just decide to throw. Like, look at this. This is free right now. Oh my goodness. World's free is nice. I don't hate Sanyo. It's, again, I like the fight. It's just frustrating. Again, non-1, not too bad, but like non-1 is like just slightly too inconsistent for my taste. I'm solid, but I'm like, I'm just not quite there. Spell 1, you already know that spell. I think it's a cool design spell. But damn, is it the most frustrating attack in the game so far. Non-2, also frustrating. Very problematic. That's 2. This spell, this spell's so volatile. It's literally Mickey Final, and that sometimes she just doesn't throw an issue at your face, and then sometimes she throws the whole house at you. Non-3, not too bad, but again, like sometimes she'll push you to the side, and then there can be some jank. And the final, I mean, if you've been here long enough, you already know 2/3 movement is a funny thing. Was that 3 or 4? I mean, final is somewhat annoying. It's not as bad as everything else, but 2/3 movement. Pretend that's 4. Spell 2. Yeah, this spell looks like it should be pretty fine usually, but like just it's so volatile at times. And sometimes you gotta play to the side to play a little defensive, but like the longer you let it go on, that's 5. The more chance there is of something, you know, really stupid happening. Like, and here's one thing I'm going to play with the final in terms of 2/3 movement. Like, I am fine with that with attacks that have volatility. Like, you don't want every attack to be 100% static, because then you just create a concrete line to beat the game. Obviously. That's probably better, though. I think Spell 2 is fine as a whole. Like, it can be cringe, because sometimes it's just very volatile. But I'm never going to say it's, or at least I probably won't say that it's unfair. But anyway, what I was going on with the final is, like, there are a lot of attacks that have movement variability, that are, like, downward movement variability and stuff there. It's just the stark difference on the final, but oops, I need to go right, not left. The final is so, it's so nothing or something with its movement. Like, I could sit here and complain about non-2 down move all I want, right? And that's fair, I think. One. But, like, the attack exists. Like you're always dodging something. It's just a bit harder or easier. But, like, the final is such a difference of literally nothing to, oh shit, you gotta actually play it. You know, on the RNG factor of it. Dude. Because again, I've done Lunasa Non too. Okay, sometimes it's a lot harder than others. Depending on the movement, but it's always still an attack that you're playing. You gotta try. You gotta put a lot of work into. RNG is gonna cause some things to vary, but like it's still. Oh. And Sanyo Final is also particular because it's like sort of like the one attack in Touhou that's like super like this. That's as like all or nothing as it is. Again, not that I'm perfect at it's all or nothing yet, right? I still have to get more consistent at its one wave kill. But like. Sanyo has nothing that's free is the catalog. Meanwhile, like Misumaru, again, she has a few attacks that are like not it that you're not worried about. She has a few attacks that you're not thinking she's not going to do anything problematic. Yeah, Megumu Spell 1 is like that. Yeah, but Megumu Spell 1 is the difference with Megumu Spell 1, I would argue, is having to do a wave is not bad. Like it's not a lot. Like doing a wave of Megumu Spell 1 isn't really like it's like, oh, you have to do a wave, but it's not like a wave is really bad. I'd argue one wave of Megumu Spell 1 is significantly less chaotic than having to do a full wave of Sanyo Spell 1. Or Final Spell, for a couple of reasons. Also, Megumu Spell 1 gives you a lot of time to, gives you time between the waves to get more damage in. Say something happens, you don't get the wave 1 kill on Megumu. She gives you time between waves to get damage in. It's a lot harder to do that in Sanyo Final, right? To get damage in between the waves. Like, should you be forced to go all around? Ooh, that's not the prettiest line. But the nice thing about this attack, it's not that fast. That's also one thing that makes this not that bad, in my opinion, is it's not that fast. Ooh, bad line. I wish homing I just wish true homing was a thing. I know I'm going to be a broken record in this game, but dude, so many of these attacks would be so much better if true homing was a thing. Place a knife if you want that. What do I look like, a slug? Like, homing would be phenomenal right now. It would kill her, not a problem. But I have to go all the way back over. Just unfocus. You do not want to unfocus in this Like, both this spell, all three of Sanyo's spells would be so much better if homing existed. Maybe that's my biggest complaint of Sanyo. Maybe I'm just complaining about other things as projection for the fact that I just wish, like, homing existed. Because homing would fix my Sanyo problems. Or help my Sanyo problems. Because, like, ideally here, I'd love to get to be getting some homing damage in when she goes the other direction. Or when you're forced to just go off her line. Like, I can get, like, a little bit in, but it's, like, I can't just, like, keep pushing that issue with that one. This is pretty much impossible. It's just... Because if you're spending all your, like, effort, like, trying to go through the lines and the bullets, it's not that bad. Like, look at the fucking piece of shit! Come over here! But you don't have time to just, like, unfocus and chill. To let homing try to do its thing. Oops. She's slinking away. No, this is Sanyo, not Shinki. As we can call her Slinky. That poo bullet right there is the biggest problem. Born to homing, forced to needle. Hate to see it in many such cases. Can't wait till the day comes where I try to, like, micro the middle of those bullets. Okay, let's go back to the real problem. No. I'm so focused on trying to adjust my misdirection positioning that I'm just not doing my waves. Like that, you shouldn't die to that, but oops, I did. Because I'm too busy trying to come back and then line up my way. Oop, that was a kill. There we go. This attack is a big problem, but I definitely like it more than her first spell, solely because this spell's not as micro-heavy. I'm not gonna pretend this non's great. It is filled with an abundance of problems. Like what she's doing right now. What are you doing, girl? Why are you halfway down the screen? Bro thinks she's Yamame? I guess I'm ending on the 4th wave. I'm too locked in trying more aggressive misdirection lane. It's not that effective. Oh, come on! It's not that offensive attack. Yeah, well, there could be bullets coming from the bottom of the screen, or the bullets could be music notes instead of real like bullets. So. Don't worry, one of these months, I'll have a eureka moment on this piece of... I hate everything in this spell. Oh man, 23. Bam, old man, what does that make you? It also sucks because there's no other boss in the game that's as height dependent as this one. Like even Misumaru, not nearly as height dependent as Sanyo is. You know what Touhou really needs? PDH to be able to move down. You imagine, like, Junko moved down PDH. I think that would improve everyone's lives. Oh, what was that angle? Why did that aim so far to the right? I was on her left. What? Keep saying, alright, moving into the get the PDH with Moses Miracle movement. PDH with Fantasy Seal Blink movement. Shit, I didn't do the debate. More attacks need Fantasy Seal Blink movement. That's what we need in life. I've done too much of this for the day. Go up, you piece of shit! Okay, let's just detail for a minute. Oh, 1885 strategy would be cool, actually. Do you know how to do Blink? I just play Border Team because I play homing. And it's Reimu, and we do that. Also, because the last thing I want to do is fucking Malice Cannon. Like, I play DDC Reimu A, and I never want to do that again. I hate that. Let me just, you can see it by my input. Let me just do this the entire time. I'm not mashing fast enough. Hold on, I gotta get fucking turbo on. I can't believe I fucking cap it by spamming shift. How am I doing this attack like normally I die and then I just fucking spam shift the entire time I do it? I mean, a Maiden's Cappuccino, I know that's not what it's called, it's funny to call it that, is a good theme, but I will always be a... Love Color Master Spark is superior. Spamming shift makes it free, apparently. Apparently spamming shift is Reimu's free in this game. Just how Zune intended. You gotta Malice Can. Just spam the shift button. Fuck. Oh, Mercy not too pretty cooked on normal. That's why you play Lunatic, not normal, right? To make the game easier. It's the case in LOL K, it's the case in Perishable Knight, it's the case in PCB. You just play Lunatic, the game's easier. They're both very nice themes. No, you need to love one theme and hate the other. If you think Love Colored Master Spark is a good theme, that means you fucking hate A Maiden's Caprico, or whatever it's pronounced. Not only do you hate that theme, you think everyone who likes that theme is actually, like, a terrible person. Eek! Where's that subnormal? If it was dense on normal, this is definite proof that Imperishable Knight's actually harder on for normal than it is on Lunatic. Just die. Look at I love when I die and the death damage is the thing that puts her over the top. Okay, let's go die to Mickey for 5 minutes and then we'll move on. Nope. Because hold on, so PCB is harder on normal, Perishable Knight is harder on normal, Mountain of Faith is harder on normal, and LOL K. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yes, indeed, Damiko's Chen. Actually, at PCB, I don't remember if it's hard or normal that's worse. The low HP sound. The low HP sound is one of the worst things in Touhou because it makes you desperate at times. Harder on normal schizo? What do you mean schizo? Like, it's 100% confirmed that Clown Piece on normal is the hardest fight in all of Touhou. Like, we know that. That's definite. That's been proven. Not like bomb. No, it's not only Clown Piece. Mountain of Faith, Sinai's Sinai non 1. That show, I love that one's hard. PCB Merlin. Was it like Merlin's like non 3 or like non 2? Whatever. One of the Merlin attacks, I believe it is harder on one of the easier difficulties. That's proof right there. Where's the cave to Dre? Yeah. Or PCB Lunatic. Yeah, there's one, I think it's a Merlin attack. I might be mistaken that I've heard is easier on the easiest difficulties. On easier difficulty. I don't remember if it's normal or hard. I think it's I think like there's a Merlin attack that is I think on normal that's just weird and just like more bullshit than it is on the hard difficulties. Woo! Michael Cappy, Michael. Did I bait that too far? Okay, surely after all the torture you did to me earlier, you're gonna give me like a fine final, right? Okay, she was nice, thank goodness. Lunatic Clown Piece Nons is one of the definitions I'd give of a really high skill floor without having, like, is of like attacks that like don't have like the high skill ceiling, but a really high skill floor. Skynet Final is so easy. Game Glitcher, we don't use the term easy around these parts. It's called free. For normal player, normal clown spell 1 and lunatic clown spell 1, usually those are easier for them as well. Yeah, oh, and therefore that's proof that lunatic is easier as a whole. That lunatic clown is easier. I don't see where the discrepancy here is. Listen, all I'm gonna say, Alan, is I'm assuming that after all of your LOL K grinding, you have a perfect clown piece before. You probably have several perfect clown pieces. Do you have a perfect normal clown piece, though? I love Edge Interconnect. Zero! Yeah, my way to say that cloud piece on easy is actually harder than on normal. Oh, what a bad line! Ugh. I should have just gone to the left of the bullets. Here's an interesting question I want to know, Alan. Your opinion. It's a pure opinion thing. I don't need an exact number answer. But out of the approximately, not quite 20, but about the close to 20 Stage 5s that exist, Stage 5 bosses, I know you're, of course, not that familiar with PC98, but where would you put Clown Piece? Because, I mean, obviously we all know LOL Case Stage 5 is brutal. Like, the stage section is a really rough stage section. Where would you rank Clown Piece on Lunatic? You know, comparatively. Hardest stage 5 boss is denied. She has non-1. True. That non is impossible. Because what I'm assuming your answer is probably around 3 to 5? Like the 3rd to 5th? I'm assuming. Like, that is where I'm expecting you to say, but I'm curious as to actually where you put it. Like, I don't need a definite. It's harder than this one. It's easier than this one. It's like, you know, whatever slow. Like, I'm just like balling it, because I know out of anything, you're not going to say it's harder than Show, and I don't think you're going to say it's harder than Stop. I know those two for I'm very confident in those two, but I'm curious beyond that where you'd rank her in terms of difficulty. Is highly consistent. That is very true. At a very high level, of course. Saki show, then dancer, you can put her at 4. Okay. So it is in the 3 to 5 range. Dancer, yeah, the crazy backup dancers, Game Glitcher, Mai and Sakono. That's literally your game, bro. You rip my heart out. Depends on what spells you do. I mean, the dancers do vary depending on what spells you do, but like, that's not gonna. That doesn't like completely. It's not like you pick one route and it's free, right? It's not like you suddenly pick the right dancer and it's like, oh no, it's not a problem in the slightest. Like, a fair example is with Mai and Yuki and Mystic Square. I know the average wisdom was that Yuki is easier than Mai, so you try to... No, Mai is easier than Yuki. So you try to make sure you fight Mai. But I'm pretty sure Anna, I think it is, that has said, at least for some shot types, that they believe that that Yuki's actually easier. Oh, it's close enough where it's not a, like, obvious decision. Okay, Michael, you got like one more try for me, but then I want to go play some try. You're flexing? Well, real men flex out. Like I said, the LNN committee needs to have a rule where when you're verifying, like there has to be at least like 5 like cool things you did, right, in the middle of a run. Yeah, one of those cool things could be you did the harder for dancers, right? Like doing a strat, like, you know, do a spin strat. You gotta get extra points there. You know, if the LNN's not cool enough, why are you gonna accept it, right? That's how that works. I'm gonna go blow up the moon.